Hello my beautiful and makeup loving friends. If this is your first time to my channel, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Emily and today I am bringing you this week's new releases in Pay or Stay Away. I legit just spilled my entire cup of water on the ground. Like, this entire giant cup that's bigger than my head is all up on the carpet right now, and we're having a little situation here. So why don't we just go ahead and jump right on into this week's new releases. So the first release that I wanted to touch on today is the Urban Decay Elements palette. This is going to be available on September 10th, and I do not have a price yet. I don't know if the price has actually been shown yet or not, but I personally haven't seen it, so I'm just gonna assume it's gonna be anywhere from $45 to maybe $55 because it looks like a pretty big palette. This palette is going to be consisting of 18 different colors, some mattes, some shimmers, and then an iridescent transformer shade named Luna in the middle. So I saw a lot of people on Trendwood's comments saying that this palette looked like it was the Ed and Al palette from Full Metal Alchemist, and if you know what that is, then kudos to you, because I was obsessed with that show when I was younger. I was all about that life. I even had a little owl hat, which was very embarrassing. I never wore it out in public, but I owned it. So I like the overall aesthetic of the palette. I really think that the inside is just beautiful. I think the packaging is gorgeous, and I like the setup of the shadows. I don't necessarily love all of the colors just because there are some more basic kind of, not really browns, but they're a little bit more muted than I would typically go for. It looks like there's a few taupes and some more muted kind of grayish brown shades, but for the most part we're getting a lot of color in here. But everything looks to be a bit more muted than what I personally would go for, but then again, I'm just going off of a photo of this palette so far. We might see this in stores and it might look totally vibrant and completely different. That happens sometimes, but I do like the palette. I think it's really pretty. I don't really think I would gravitate towards it unless I heard it was absolutely amazing or I swatched it and just thought it was like the best thing in the world. I think it's pretty, but for right now I'm gonna skip over it. I do like the concept though, and like I said, I love that packaging. It's just bringing me back to 6th grade with FMA here. So the next new release that I wanted to talk about is the new Too Faced Clover expansion. They are expanding on their already existing Clover palette, which I believe is for Jared's dog. Jared's dog's name is Clover, and he made an entire palette based around the dog. And I always thought that the packaging for the palette was totally adorable. A lot of people thought it was hideous and tacky, but I think it's really cute. It honestly reminded me of this cartoon that I remember seeing around the mall and around Hot Topic and whatnot called Tokidoki. It looked like that to me, and I thought that it was really cute. But for me, what's most important about this Too Faced Clover line is that some of the proceeds actually go to an animal charity, which I really appreciate. I am a huge animal lover. I actually donate pretty often to different animals that I follow on Instagram that need help with vet bills. They're really cute and I love them, and I just want to see them get the treatment that they need. So I'm a huge animal lover. I am all here for donating to animal shelters and whatnot. But I haven't actually bought anything from the Clover collection yet, although I did like some of the shades in the Clover palette. I just didn't want to spend 50 bucks on this palette and then just have a very small portion of my money go to an animal shelter. If I wanted to donate, I would just donate. So I just didn't feel like I needed this eyeshadow palette unless I was actually going to use it, and then have the animal shelter charity be a benefit. Now, this new collection, however, I think is really cute. They are coming out with a little mini Clover palette that is going to be $28, a liquid lipstick that is going to be $21, and a Clover plush, which is so stinking cute. I know that some people are going to see this and just say, no girl, that is tacky as all hell. We are not 5. But if you know anything about me, I'm kind of into like kind of kiddish stuff. Not really, but I absolutely love Sanrio and things like that. And to me, this Clover line just reminds me of Sanrio. I think it's so cute, and I absolutely love the packaging for the little mini dog palette that's coming out. If that was a Z palette, dude, I would buy like 10 of those and stock up. I'm not even kidding. If they were like $24, as much as this palette's going to be, I would still buy them. I think they're so cute. And Too Faced, if you're watching this, trust me, come out with the Z palette with the whole Clover design and make it look like Clover's little cartoon head. I'm sure there will be people who want to purchase it, myself included. But if you actually look at the shades in the Clover palette, They're every old Too Faced shades. We have seen this a bazillion times from Too Faced, from Tarte, from Morphe, from every single brand. So for that reason, I am not going to be purchasing it because I don't want to buy it just because it's cute. I feel the same as I did with the first Clover release. I don't want to buy it just because it's cute, but honestly, if they came out with Z palettes, we'd be talking a different language here. So Too Faced, come on. We need Z palettes in the shape of a dog. How cute is that? That would just be so cute. I'm 12. So moving right along to the next new release, Fenty Beauty is coming out with their 1-year anniversary collection. Can you believe it's already been a year since Fenty came out? Because I kind of can't. Feels like it came out 5 months ago. But this is going to be available on September 7th on the Sephora website. They are coming out with a highlighter, which is in the shade How Many Carats, which will be retailing for $38. And the Diamond Milk Gloss Bomb, which will be $18, which is the same standard price that they have had when coming out with other lip glosses. So it looks like everything in this collection is a bit more icy. It looks to be kind of iridescent. And so far, I'm loving it. I think it looks really beautiful. I absolutely love the name Diamond Milk. I don't know why, because it sounds kind of creepy in theory, but when I see it up against the actual photo of the lip gloss itself, I think it makes so much sense. I mean, does that really make sense? Diamonds don't have milk, but I think that it really kind of fits the aesthetic that's going on here. I really like the highlighter as well. I think it looks absolutely stunning, but in some of the photos, I have seen the highlighter look a bit more sparkly, so I'm not really sure if this is going to be like an iridescent topper type of highlight or if it's going to be just its own kind of iridescent sheen type of highlight. I'm not really sure, but I'm not super stoked about a glittery highlight, so I'm gonna have to see these in person, swatch them, play with them, see how the formula is, and then I will decide whether or not I'm gonna get it, because if it is just a sheer glittery top coat for a different highlighter, then I am not gonna be purchasing that because your girl doesn't want that. But if it's an iridescent highlight that is sheer but can be built up to have its own color and doesn't have any glitter in it, that is totally my type of highlight and I will absolutely purchase it. Now the gloss, I might have to get that gloss because I really truly do love the first gloss that she came out with, but I personally love clear iridescent-y type of lip glosses, so I might purchase that guy. But for right now, I truly just am not sure. The next new release is something that I am super excited about and I will absolutely be purchasing it. I know I've already ruined it for you guys, but I'm getting this. This is the Becca Mini Lilac Geode and Lip Gloss Set. I don't have a price for this guy yet. All we've been told is that it's coming soon. This is going to be available at Ulta for holiday of 2018 and I am absolutely 100% getting this. I have wanted Lilac Geode for so freaking long. I've almost purchased it a couple times. I've mentioned this in a few other videos, so I might just be totally barking up the same tree here, but they wouldn't let me use a coupon on Becca, so I almost purchased it, but then they wouldn't let me use a coupon, so I decided to opt out, and that's happened a couple times to me, so obviously I want Lilac Geode, but as you guys know, I'm sure, I'm not the biggest fan of Becca highlights, but I just love the color of Lilac Geode that I am willing to work with the formula. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's unique. And the fact that they're coming out with a little mini one has been something that I personally have been asking for a long ass time. I think in my last week's Pay or Stay Away, I actually mentioned how I wish they would come out with a mini of Lilac Geode, and then they answered my prayers. Thank you so much, Becca and Ulta, because I'll be purchasing this. I will absolutely be testing it out, and I'm super excited. So this next release is controversial as all heck, and there always has to be one controversial release in every Pay or Stay Away, because would it really be a new makeup releases without a controversial release? No, I didn't think so. These are the Kat Von D Fetish Holiday Palettes for 2018. She's coming out with 2 different palettes for this holiday season. She's coming out with a highlight and blush palette, which is going to have 6 different shades. 3 shades are going to be highlighters and 3 shades are going to be blushes. And she's coming out with an eyeshadow palette with 24 shades. So, you know, we all know what's going on with Kat Von D. There has been 1.5 million videos made on the topic, so if you are not currently aware of what's going on with her, just look it up on YouTube. You will find a bunch of videos and you will be educated real quick on the situation. So, technically speaking, I probably won't get these just because, you know, I just don't really agree with the whole situation and whatnot. But if we're just looking at it from a makeup standpoint, I absolutely love the highlight and blush palette. I love the shades of blushes. They're a little bit more plummy, a little bit more purple, cool toned type blushes, and I think that they look really good on all 3 of the skin tones that she has them swatched on. I also feel the same about the highlights. I feel like they look good on all of the different skin tones that she's shown them on. I like the shade range of the actual palette itself. I think it's a really unique type of palette. We don't see purple tone blushes and purple tone highlights very often together at all. Like, I literally can't think of one off the top of my head. I'm sure it's out there, but I can't think of it. But I absolutely love the highlighters. They look a little bit glittery, so I wouldn't necessarily use them as a highlighter. I actually would really like to use these for eyeshadow because recently I have been reaching for not pressed glitters, but eyeshadows that have a nice amount of oil in them, that have a bit of glitter. They're not dry, flaky, mattes with glitter or anything like that. I've just been enjoying a really shiny type of eyeshadow, and one in particular that I've been reaching for is from the Venus 3 palette called Beam, and to me it looks very similar to these highlighters. So I personally would like this to use on my eyes. And I personally feel very similarly about the eyeshadow palette as well. I think it looks absolutely stunning. I love the wintry kind of deep jewel tone type shades. I love the foils. They look super bright and intense. You get some nice purples and a beautiful emerald green. I actually really like these palettes. But am I gonna get them? I'm kind of on the fence because of, you know, what's going on. And the way consumers support a brand is with their dollar, of course. And I just don't really know if I want to fork over my dollars to Kat right now. I don't know. I don't want to get too political or too far into it, but I just don't really know if I want to. So I'm kind of on the fence. I really do like the highlight palette. If I were to get anything, it would be that blush and highlighter palette. I just love the overall theme of it, and I think it's very unique. And I really do like it and kind of want it. So I'm just gonna have to kind of wait for a little bit and really think on it, really think if I want to support the brand in that way. I don't really know yet. How do you guys feel about it? Because I feel very on the fence about this. And last but certainly not least, we have the e.l.f. Opposites Attract palette. This is going to be retailing for $18. It has 14 different shades and is coming soon. We don't have a release date yet, but I would assume that this is for holiday of 2018 as well, as everything has been on this week's Pay or Stay Away. We're just getting to that time of year again. So the first thing that I thought when I first saw this palette was how expensive it looked. I thought that this was like Tarte, or I thought it was Urban Decay. Yeah, I think I honestly thought it was more Urban Decay than Tarte, because Tarte typically doesn't really reach this far into color. But I thought this was a high-end palette. I saw a lot of people in the Trend Move comments saying that this looks like Natasha Denona, and I have to agree. It truly does look like Natasha Denona, and the fact that it's e.l.f. and the fact that this is only retailing for $14 is freaking amazing. You get some really beautiful colors in here. You get some mustards, a coral, some peaches, and then those gorgeous lilac purples. I actually really like this palette, and I'm kind of tempted just to pick it up because it's only 14 bucks and I kind of want to try it out for my channel and review it. So I think I actually will go ahead and pick this up when it does launch because I want to give it a shot. There looks to be a nice amount of foiled shades in here as well, and I actually really like this. I think that if e.l.f. came out with all of their products that look like this and were in this packaging and this setup, it would be such a high-end looking brand. Not that e.l.f. isn't, because e.l.f. honestly does look really nice. They have upped their packaging so much in the past couple of years, and I'm real proud of them. Let's go ahead and give e.l.f. a round of applause because they have come out with some beautiful looking things and some decent products as well. So I'm proud of them. Good for you, e.l.f. But I think I am going to have to go ahead and pick this up because it's so inexpensive and I'm just so curious. But with that being said, that is going to be wrapping up this week's Pay or Stay Away. I feel like we have a lot of good products that have been announced this week. I'm just kind of on the fence about a lot of them. But please do let me know down in the comments below, what are you wanting out of all these new releases? Have you seen some that I didn't mention? Are there some that you are really against and you're definitely not gonna buy? Or are there some new products that are coming out that you are totally over the moon for, like me and Lilac Geode? But I do hope that you consider subscribing if you have not already. I am doing all sorts of makeup goodness happening here on this channel, and every single Monday I do Pay or Stay Away, so please do subscribe down below if you want to see more. I do also hope that you consider giving this video a big ol' thumbs up and turning on the notification bell down below, because if you are not aware, I just found this out a couple days ago, YouTube will not let you know on your subscription page if you are not notified, and if you do not have the bell turned on, I don't know what that's all about. I don't know why YouTube's doing it, but that's just the situation that we've all been dealt with. So if you want to see my videos, turn on that notification bell. But I hope you are having an absolutely amazing and beautiful day wherever you are, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye!